Hey, Patricia.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Very well. I can see I'm finally got some cheerful person in front of me. You know, is it a busy day for you today?
Actually, it's so far kind of quiet. I'm just a little, how could I say? I went out last night karaokeing, so I'm just a little bit, you know, tired this morning.
Oh, shoot. Well, I'm probably gonna make you even more tired today, really. This is the first time for me in Vegas. First hotel, and you're gonna be my savior today. I hope so, Patricia, really.
Oh, what's going on? Your savior.
Well, it's
Wow.
just Well, I'm the first time in Vegas and, looking to explore, investigate and get myself into trouble. It so happens that it's time to check in. So I was hoping you could, suggest me perhaps a room that you like, that you enjoy.
Okay, do you already have a reservation?
Yeah, we do have reservation.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Um,
let's have a look.
it seemed to me, at least in US, that when you come to the hotel, even if you have reservation, chances are that you could actually explore and reserve some other place. Am I totally wrong with that?
It depends. Maybe in some other cities,
Okay,
but in Vegas, that's really difficult, especially at a hotel like ours. We
difficult.
get, yeah, well, we get people coming from all over the world to come stay with us.
Sure.
So our rooms are at a premium,
Okay.
and pretty hard to come by. So let's see what you have and what we can do. So I see you are on the 8th floor. Let me show you what it looks like. You're on the 8th floor, left side of the building with a partial view of the back patio and
Hmm.
and some of the landscape and then the parking lot.
Hmm. And is that like a good place in a hotel, like in Vegas? I don't know. Forgive me, I'm totally ignorant. Like, could you just help me out here, perhaps?
Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, I really don't really know, Patricia. I'm totally new in the city, and what kind of views would be best for kind of a newcomer, so me to perhaps leave better impression. That's why I'm kind of relying here on your advice, really.
Well, I mean, a lot of people come and don't really care about the room, especially I see you booked yours on Expedia. So you got this
Hmm.
master suite with the king bed and the jacuzzi tub for 600 a night. So that's like almost a third off what we normally charge. So
Okay.
yeah, the
Oh,
view
wait.
isn't that great.
I'm sorry. Dang it. This is what I was like. This is what I forgot to mention. And I noticed. Uh, Patricia, actually, it turns out his partner booked it, and it was for the 8th floor, and they kind of overpaid a little bit, just from what you've seen. And so, depending on how, I mean, at the end of the day, it's your call. You can either hook them up, you can leave them where they're at. I mean, they already paid it online. They're just getting the keys. Or um, or if you're like Doug, you can call the police on them. They get unruly. But yeah, no, yeah, so I forgot to mention that, Eugene. Actually, you're coming up to the counter to get the key to your room. You don't even know that the room that you got, so you paid fair market value. All right. You didn't really get it. You might have even paid a little more, but you didn't even get a ticket. It was your counterpart. And this is based on, a real scenario. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
So it's actually so Eugene, yeah, I mean, realistically, it doesn't really matter to you if you get a higher floor or not. It just so happens that you just want to use your skill sets, see if you can get that free upgrade. But if you don't
Okay.
get it, nothing's lost. Nothing happened. All right. So no big deal.
Sure.
Okay.
Does that
All
make it
right.
easier,
So,
like to understand the
Yeah, that
context?
helps. So now, yeah, Eugene. So Like, okay, so it looks like someone, you guys booked it on Expedia. You got this master suite with the king bed and the jacuzzi for about 600 a night. So you did pretty well for
Mhm.
yourself.
Well, thank you. That was a present for anniversary, really. And
Oh,
I'm looking forward to, spend our night in Vegas. This is important. Are you married, Patricia?
oh no, no, I'm not married. No, good men are hard to come
Okay.
by. Congratulations.
Hard to come by.
Well, I mean, here in Vegas, most guys come out here just, wanting to have a fling or something sort of temporary, and that's not really marriage material. Wouldn't you say?
Well, it really depends, I suppose. And everyone have their own challenges, of course, and maybe some, depends on luck too, I suppose. And is that, does that kind of affects you not
Affects
being
me?
able to? Yeah, I suppose like you working in Vegas, it's a busy city with a lot of tourists, and you're kind of not having a husband or maybe a boyfriend. I'm sorry, maybe I'm just a little bit out of line here.
Yeah, well, here, let's just focus on your reservation. So let me get your ticket. You're good with the room. You have 2 nights, 8th floor, master suite, king bed with a jacuzzi tub, 600 a night. So with tax and fees, it's going to, well, you guys already paid for it. So let me just print out your receipt. It's a total of $1475.
75. That sounds reasonable. And thank you, Patricia, for double checking all the information. I'm just really wondering, and of course, you're probably very tired, and I'm already stepping on your toes. It's a anniversary thing, and it only makes sense if it's possible to make it as best as possible, I suppose. Um, would it be a ridiculous idea to kind of look at the options, what are available for anniversary kind of events and things?
Oh, so maybe like an upgrade in the room?
Well, would it be a ridiculous idea to even consider this?
Would you want different accommodations, or like what would you want to see different?
Well, Patricia, I mean, you seem like you have a lot of experience in this area, and I'm sure people coming with you with this sort of requests all the time. For you personally, I suppose, like what would you think would be best in this case?
Well, my favorite room here in the hotel is on the strip side. So it's the opposite side from
Okay.
where you are. And that's a really nice
Okay.
view, especially at nighttime when the strip is all lit up and you see all the activity down below. It's really pretty on the 4th of July. You see all of the fireworks, and all you have to do is have a glass of champagne, and right there in your own room, and the whole wall is just glass. You can just look outside.
Wow.
It's really beautiful. Would you like to see if one of those rooms are available?
Well, when you describe it, it sounds like you really enjoy being in that room and you had some fun memories there.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, Patricia, I'm in your hands right now.
Okay, so let's have a look. It's there is a room available on that side. It's slightly different than what you already have. This one has a bar inside the room, as well as a
Oh,
jacuzzi tub and the king size bed. Um, and it has like a little outdoor balcony.
okay, that sounds perfect.
Yeah, it's about $300 more a night if you would
Okay.
want to consider that. So instead of
Gee.
the 1475, it would be 2105 with taxes and fees. How does that sound?
Well, it sounds, for what you're describing, it sounds amazing. Really, as price aside, I mean, I just really enjoyed, all the things that you described. Um, so, I mean, what would it be a ridiculous idea to see what could be done perhaps with the price?
Um, with the price? So it seems like, let me just double check here. I could maybe add on maybe my employee discount, which would give you
Oh,
like a
wow.
20% off.
Wow,
You've been-
Patricia.
You've been really nice. I don't really do that for people, but because it's your anniversary and
No,
because
thanks.
I respect the institution of marriage, I would apply my 20% discount. How does that sound?
Patricia, that just sounds amazing. Thank you so much. I mean, I knew I couldn't gone wrong with you are my savior. Thank you, really. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So with that, then your total today, instead of the 2105, you're looking at 17 and 20, 1720. How does that sound?
Well, it sounds like a really good offer and you're already applying your employee discounts. What else could I wish you, really?
I think that's probably about it. It's just, you know, you've basically paid it really right now out of pocket for you would just be about $300, a little bit less, maybe $230.
Okay. Well, that sounds great. You know, I'll pay for it, you know, in full or, you know, credit card.
Okay,
Cash.
very good.
All right, time.
Okay, thank you.
Wow, Gene, you want me to turn the record off for the feedback because it's gonna be harsh.
Yeah, give it to me. No need for punish. Give the harsh one so I can come back.
You know, when she was talking, I put a little. I mean, I can show the proof, not BS, and I put a little thing that says family talk was good, and then Eugene went on talking about other stuff, and I asked myself, was rapport built? And you hit her with another no-oriented, which, you know, no-oriented questions are great. They're worth 7 yeses. Would it be a ridiculous idea? And then Patricia, wow, yeah, that employee discount was brilliant. That was good. I mean, you got a discount, but I do wonder if you would have focused more on family, would you have gotten more? Patricia, what do you feel about that? Is that an exaggerated, harsh statement?
No, I'm thinking maybe you switch up the no-oriented questions, the ridiculous idea. I heard that one like 3 times. So maybe add a little variety there. And then so I kind of shut the door on you and you were asking about like my love life, right? I was like, oh, let's get back to work. So because I always, that's kind of like an uncomfortable zone for me. I think that pressure, someone's going to think I'm coming on to them. Daniel and I have spoken about this, or the line behind me. Like those are my 2 worst fears. So I think maybe shifting gears in that instance, and maybe instead of going on with the boyfriend or lover, husband thing, maybe, switch it to family, pets, you know, parents, like that kind of I think maybe that would have kept me warm, or kept the conversation moving in that direction, as opposed to just let's go ahead and look at your receipt now or something.
And while it's still fresh, consensus, I say Eugene did save $300. An upgrade to penthouse would be worth what, 800 or something?
Yeah.
So yeah, half, you got half. That's pretty good. For, you know, you made $300 in the matter of what, 7 minutes?
Yeah.
So that's your going rate, $300.
I felt good with the "you're gonna be my savior," and I felt good with "I'm in your hands."
Yeah, I wrote that one down too.
That was good.
I wrote "I'm in your hands."
I'm in your hands.
He did lots of validation. I see you have a lot of experience.
Yeah.
I liked well, no, actually what I didn't like was how did you feel about when he told you you're probably really tired?
At the beginning?
Yeah, towards the beginning. Do you remember that? How you felt?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
I was just kind of like, that didn't really bother me. The ones that I thought that landed well were the ones you were talking about, Daniel, the validation ones. Those were good, Eugene.
And then were you feeling a little guilty by him starting with, "Hey, I'm totally ignorant, help me out. Totally new in the city, newcomer.
A newcomer.
Explain relying on your advice."
I like that. I mean, I
did?
think, we've seen that here, I think, with other people, like, you know, these wage earners, they don't really have a lot of flexibility, or room for growth maybe in their positions. You know, some mostly like maybe immigrant jobs or immigrant people, right? So I think you say to someone like that, I'm in your hands, or you're an expert, or you do this all the time. Can you help me out? You know, like that kind of thing. You really elevate them. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah,
What do you guys think?
No, that's great. That's where I was struggling a lot because, you know, between us, I always feel like I'm elevated above others. It's like
Yeah.
an ego thing. So to like accusation audits is difficult for many because you're kind of humbling yourself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, what now?
For me,
Yeah, go
you
ahead,
got something
Eugene.
else?
Of course, yeah, you can
Yeah, I
always
mean,
defend yourself.
well, really, I was just exploring what Patricia is bringing to the table and how she could help me, genuinely could help me. I haven't got a clue what's happening in Vegas, what's even possible there. So that wasn't a scripted or like any of the agenda. I was genuinely curious what Patricia could do here. And yeah, I was in her hands. I was relying on her advice and kind of wanted to find out what's best in her, you know, from her point of view, really. Who else I'm going to ask about that? So when Patricia said, I can give you an employee discount, that genuinely felt very generous. Like I wouldn't know if I could even got even more. Even after Patricia said, after our dialogues, like, I'm going to give you an employee discount, asking for more would be just disingenuous. That would probably destroy everything that we built, up at
Right.
that point.
So the point was, if you would have had the report more on family,
Yeah.
as she said,
Yeah.
anniversary, institution of marriage, that's how you would have got it more effortlessly, not putting in more effort. As you said, that would turn off your counterpart.
Yeah, or maybe have me not even think about the employee discount, but just doing
Right.
it
Oh,
because I want you and your wife to have a great time.
That was the other big nasty thing I had for you, Gene. Who did a lot of talking here?
Well, I did. That's what report is all about, at least the way I understand it, really. You got to show your side, your cards.
Can you listen when you talk, though?
No, it wasn't really about.
I mean, that's what makes the stuff like levels hard, because yeah, how do you get your counterpart to talk more than you when they're not really giving you much, right? So no, I know where you're going with it. Yeah, it's you're getting resistance here, so you gotta come back with a label, come back with an oriented question. I mean, you hit her with a mirror, you hit her with labels, no orient. I don't think you hit her with any AAs.
Yeah, I didn't hear any.
I think that was when you were in the beginning, right?
Yeah, when I felt like
those weren't AAs. Those were like putting myself down type of thing. Like you were accusing yourself. You weren't saying, "Hey, you're probably thinking I'm a new guy."
I was justifying myself, actually. I felt that it landed awkwardly.
Yourself.
Yeah, I felt that it's landed awkwardly about, kind of deep personal questions. So I just said, perhaps I'm out of line. And Patricia said, yes, you are. Let's focus on this thing. And
so
that's it. And
you asked a yes-oriented question so soon.
How? Which one you mean?
Well, is this uncomfortable or something? Move on from this. And she's like, yeah.
Yeah, I think I said I'm probably out of line here.
Yeah,
and
that's a
Patricia
yes.
said, let's.
And you were definitely.
It wasn't a question.
I mean, but I liked it though. I wrote down, he's going for a pattern interrupt.
A pattern interrupt.
Yeah, I thought he was trying to interrupt your pattern. Like, hey, I'm going to pull your mind from being behind his desk to better fun topic.
Like the marriage husband. Well, he was asking, did it affect me? So it did have me thinking, affect me? Like, affect me how? So I don't know. I always think that that's dicey territory. If I come up to a guy and I'm like, hey, are you married? Like, does it affect you? He's going to be like, ooh, So I don't know. That I struggle with that one.
You had good context because I was talking about anniversary, so you could relate to that. So
yeah. It was good.
Well, thank you, Patricia. That was really interesting. It's not my normal negotiation per se. It was, I know that you are more specializing in report and sort of more on the empathy side of things. So it was very interesting to explore it with you.
Thank you. Yeah, same here.
I have a question for Patricia.
Yeah.
I think there was a big, big pumpkin ball pitch right down the middle, and Eugene swung and missed on this one. You said you were out karaokeing the night before.
Yeah, totally.
I felt that was like a huge opportunity. Like, oh my God, what do you like to do? Or
what song did you do?
What song do you do?
How long did you stay out? Yeah, was it crowded? Were people dancing? Yeah.
It totally flew by me.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear it. Yeah.
Because it's late, right?
Yeah, that definitely would have opened doors, I think.
Yeah, Eugene definitely had the late night DJ voice. So
I wrote, tone. What was the tone? It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you guys. That was great. It felt great. It felt like a little bit awkward at the time, and it became a little bit personal. But yeah, I'm not sure where would it, even if you're talking about
you want to do the
family things.
You want to do Eugene law and implement the feedback.
What is that?
What does it mean?
He's going to go up to the counter again.
Oh, same, us too?
Yeah, but this time won't be Eugene. It'll be Lockmers. Yeah, it'll still be Eugene. Same, the whole thing. Do you want Patricia? Can you still have the same? Can you reset yourself?
Sure, I can reset.
All right, let's go, Eugene.
Hey, is it Patricia?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Patricia. I was really hoping you could help me out for a moment.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, I'm not really sure you could help me just yet, but I was just wondering, I sort of booked the room tonight, and I was looking to kind of see what other options are available right now.
Sure. Let's see your reservation. Let's see. I see we have you here on the 8th floor. You're in the left side corner of the building. I can show you here on the map. You basically have a room that overlooks a corner of the back patio, pool area, a little of the garden, and then mostly the parking lot. But who cares? People don't come to Vegas for their room, right?
Well, again, I'm a newcomer to Vegas, and you probably hear it all day long. But really, this is the first time I'm in the US, and this is really exciting for me. So I'm really kind of relying on your advice here today, and hopefully you could suggest something better, perhaps. Like, what would be your first choice in this hotel?
In this hotel?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. You have a room that's basically a master suite. So you have the king bed and you have a jacuzzi tub in your room. And you got it for $600 a night. So that's already about $300 less than what we charge here at the front desk. But my favorite room is more on the strip side. I like the view.
Okay.
The wall that faces the strip is just glass. So you pull the curtains back and you have ceiling to floor view, and it's beautiful. You get to see the whole strip and the mountains in the distance. It's gorgeous. That room.
Patricia, I'm sorry, I'm going to be an asshole track. The way you describe things, I can see you're really kind of passionate about this suit that you're advertising. What's your experience with it?
Oh, I just love that room on that side.
Okay.
Yeah. When we have employee parties, sometimes we'll reserve a room like that. And we'll just have those rooms. Really cool because there's a bar inside, so you can have your guests up. So yeah, that room though, instead of 600, we normally have it for like 1,100 a night.
Okay. It's thank you for the suggestion. First of all, that's amazing. And the reason why actually we came to Vegas, it's anniversary, and that's the reason kind of having this conversation with you to see what it is, suggestion what's possible for anniversary. I mean, you probably get all these requests all the time. So what couples normally choose for anniversary? Is it the same room that you suggested before?
It's a wedding anniversary. How many years have you been married?
It's been 10 years now.
Oh, wow. Well, congratulations. I mean, it varies. People, sometimes come for the shows here in the city. They don't care about their room. Other people want to spend more time in the room and maybe have some friends over. So it really just depends on the experience you guys have in mind.
I'm sure there is a line standing behind me, but I just, I'm sorry. I just have to ask you this, Patricia. Are you married?
Am I married?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not married.
Thank you. But you just have this perspective, and you work in a hotel. There's a lot of people coming through with requests and everything. And I'm just going to be another self-centered jerk here. I'm probably going to ruin your day, Patricia. My God, what I'm about to ask you really is going to be horrible.
Okay.
Would it be absolutely impossible to get this upgrade for free?
Oh yeah, no. We can't do that. I mean, I'm a single mom and I have 2 dogs at home. I can't, I work here. I don't own this
Oh
place
my
and I can't
gosh.
just give our rooms away. You have a very nice room as is. And that $600 a night is a good price. But yeah, to upgrade you.
Patricia, please forgive me. It seemed like it personally offended you because you are a single mom and you have to take care of 2 dogs, and me coming here talking rubbish, trying to cut on your salary. That's just, oh my God. I apologize.
It's okay. You didn't know, but there is a line forming behind you. There are some other guests that I need to attend to.
Okay, all those other guests have just been attended to, and
Patricia, and I'm coming back to you again. We'll be having a nice conversation here. Thank you so much. What are the options that are available in terms of, getting this room?
Well, like I was saying, your room is really nice for the 600 a night, which is like a third off of our normal price. And then you can have that other sort of like, it's a master suite too, but it's the strip side. So obviously it's an upgrade, and there's a bar in the room. And that one is 1,100 a night.
Amazing. And yeah, it sounds like when you suggested the room for anniversary, it sounds like you were talking from your heart, and it seemed like it really is the best option available.
Yeah.
And my name is Eugene, and I guess what's Eugene discount, Patricia?
We do have some connections here with some shows in town. So,
Okay.
if you want to keep your room, what I could do is complement your stay here with the show here in town. I would be 2
You
free
can.
tickets.
Wow.
How does
Wow,
that sound?
that sounds amazing. Yeah, what else could I wish for? 2 tickets for the show. Thank you so much, Patricia, for contributing here. You're
Yeah.
really making this trip amazing.
Oh yeah, sure. You're welcome. That's what we love to do here.
Okay, and it seems like I'm gonna have a bar. Is this in a bar? Is it kind of I wonder how is it working here? Is it free bar, or you pay for it?
Oh wait, no. I'm talking about your current room. Just with your current
Okay.
reservation, if you didn't want to
Oh,
pay the $500 more a night, with your current room,
okay.
to make your stay a little extra special, I can include a couple of tickets to a show. You have your choice here. These 5
Right.
shows, you can choose from this list which show you would prefer, and I can complement your stay to help celebrate your anniversary with 2 free tickets.
Well, it sounds like you already put a lot on the table here and offering free tickets, and thank you so much for doing this. So it sounds like I'm really getting the best deal here.
Yeah, it's a really great deal, actually.
Okay. Well, thank you, Patricia. Let's move ahead, I suppose. Thank you so much for your help.
all right, end time. Yeah, you got the practice in. It's a lot of good use of tools. You did
Yeah.
something genius midway. You did a summary, and I was writing it, and you summarized what I was writing. She's like, I have family, 2 dogs, and you said it must be tough having a family with 2 dogs, and here I am standing wanting something for free. And she chuckled
Yeah.
laughter. She started laughing, and then somehow I don't know why you missed that opportunity to build on it. and she gave you the long line. Like she probably felt connection, and you just let it kind of fumbled. But you came back strong. You said, "Hey, what are other options?" You got laughed out of the Eugene discount. That probably would have worked on anybody.
Mhm.
No, you did good. You revealed that you've been married for 10 years. What do couples do for anniversary? 10 years. That's when you came in. Was she married? No. You got into the self-centered jerk. I want to say on your AAs, a little more silence in between.
Mm.
But they were good. You hit her with 2 or 3. You did a good pattern interrupt. It didn't feel like Patricia, do you feel like you were interrupted in your dialogue?
No, I think the most effective tool, like you were saying, was that summary. I thought that was good. And then the Eugene discount, those were good. The
Yeah.
AAs, like got my attention too. There was a pattern interrupt. I'm trying to remember. You said, what was it?
It was sorry the way you the way you describe things looks passionate. You look when you were describing the rooms.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. When I said we have employee parties there, like you cut me off to say, wow, that sounds like you really enjoy it. You're really passionate about it. That was good. But yeah.
No, that was good, Eugene. You did three big pro moves. It's like watching
Hey.
Shaun White at the half.
I got
there.
approval from one of the two of my favorite people. What could be better?
No, you implemented the feedback really quick, like a boxer in training. So anybody want to go next? Anybody got some feedback?
Doug went
Nope.
MIA.
I challenge Sheldon today.
To go up against who? Ryan?
Sheldon, are you with us?
Go
Yeah,
against
I'm here.
Patricia, against Eugene.
Yesterday
Doug.
he was very naughty. Yesterday Sheldon was very naughty.
It was naughty boy.
Pick your victim, Sheldon, or do you got someone for him, Eugene, in mind?
Wait, so you want me to negotiate?
Yeah, you're a
Yes.
negotiator.
Oh wow. I thought I was being the bad guy. Bad
Well,
friend.
personally, again, whoever wants to go, but personally, it would be awesome to hear you go against Douglas.
Okay.
Against who?
Yeah,
Douglas?
yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Can't hear you. Who's going? Who's your counterpart, Sheldon?
Doug.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it.
I forgot add one thing on the feedback. Eugene, did you what negotiator or what personality was your counterpart?
Accommodator. This time even more so. There were less numbers and more, I suppose, talk about the passions and family and yeah, I think accommodator.
Is he wrong, Patricia?
Am I
Or
getting?
right?
I think I felt kind of more assertive because I didn't give you very much. I didn't budge on the room. I just gave you, it's kind of like, I would see it as maybe our first move when someone comes up asking for something free. It's like, oh, okay, here, give them these tickets. So it wasn't so much like I was going out of my way. I didn't apply my employee discount or anything like that. It was just like, here, guy, here go your free tickets.
She is what are they? Thick skin accommodator. It's been a lot of callus, right?
Patricia, don't lie when tools are being used on her. Like I noticed that they always resisted, and that's why it's with Patricia. It's the rapport approach. Like the better you can get into the touchy feeling kind of a thing, the more emotions you can evoke, the more Patricia is likely to.
But we don't want to.
give
We don't
something.
know waste up all that energy and mess up her day. So this is good, Sheldon. Gonna suck some of that. Hopefully you get some rapport here with Doug.
No way.
Do what you got to do.
Not possible.
Whenever you're ready, Sheldon.
All right.
Wait, did you pick Doug or was that someone else who picked? I mean, you can pick wherever you want.
That's fine. I can go against Doug.
All right, whenever you're ready to approach the counter.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing? Welcome to Vegas.
Oh, thank you. Douglas?
Yes.
Awesome. Well,
Welcome.
Douglas, I'm kind of new to Vegas. What do you think?
Oh man, how much trouble do you want to get in? A lot of trouble or a whole lot of trouble?
Oh, not a whole lot of trouble. I try to stay out of trouble. That's just my personality type, I guess.
Gotcha.
So what can we do?
Well, permit me to recommend the Strip is always fun. Fremont Street is always a good time. If you're interested in shows, there's some great comedy in town right now. So really up to you what you want to do. Yeah.
Wow, it looks like you explored Vegas quite a bit.
Yeah, I've been in town for about 3 years now, and really have been enjoying it so far.
Oh wow, 3 years?
Yeah.
Wow, where did you move from?
He actually moved here from Kansas City.
Oh wow, so lifestyle must be different over here compared to
Yeah. You know, Kansas City is a great town. People are friendly, and it's really nice. But Vegas is a little bit more fun, I would say.
more fun than Kansas City?
Yeah. Kansas City is great. If you have a family and want to raise a family, it's an incredible place. If you want to really have good barbecue and enjoy some great football, the football is fantastic. But aside from that, it's a fairly boring town, actually.
Wow, well, if you got football and you got good barbecue, what else do you need?
What else do you need, though? That's a great counter argument. I gotta admit that. Good argument.
So I bet you're missing all that.
Yeah, of course you get to watch the games here with all the sports betting here. You can see any game you want anytime, so I never miss it out. You always can catch the game.
Sounds like you're a diehard Kansas City fan.
Yeah, I really do. Have been through the really good times and all those playoff losses that were just excruciating. And then you get one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game to come to your town, and it's I can't tell you, it was an incredible experience to suffer, be like just a completely like beleaguered is a good word, franchise, and then Patrick Mahomes comes and like all of a sudden it was like, whoa, this is what it's like.
Wow, that must have been really hard when you guys had Alex Smith and all those guys and make it the playoffs. And
yeah, Alex wasn't bad. I actually thought Alex was fairly decent. You should see some of the quarterbacks they tried to trot out there in like the 90s, and it's like, why do you guys not want to draft a good quarterback? I guess they just never were good at that. But
wow, so what do you think about Patrick Mahomes?
It's been like this. Oh, even the second they drafted him, I didn't know that much about him until the draft, and then when it happened, I was like, they moved up to draft a quarterback. What? So it was incredible.
Wow, it sounds like people were surprised when they drafted him.
Yeah, I don't think everybody expected that. I guess some of the guys that really followed the team were like, "Oh, watch this, this might happen." And I'm like, and I found out later that some of the people had an idea that might happen. So it was not certain either. They had to really maneuver and play it pretty cool to get that deal done.
Wow, so people went from questioning the draft pick to like, "Hey, we are the Super Bowl champions."
It's pretty great. Wow. And it's funny too, you can go back and see videos of draft analysts just, this is a terrible pick. The guy has terrible footwork, and it's funny to watch now. You can see these guys just completely shredding on Patrick Mahomes. It's like, wait a minute, watch this. So.
Wow, that would be super fun to watch all the videos and just laugh at the analysts.
It is funny. It's kind of like, oh, you kind of missed that one, didn't you?
So I'm guessing you still watch those videos.
Occasionally, it's fun to go back, but
wow, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Oh well, I forgot. I'm here to check in.
Oh yeah. About that. Let me check here real quick. Shoden got you 8th floor, and got you other side here. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, okay, wait a minute. They've got you on the back side of the hotel. Let me switch you over to the Strip side here. A little better view.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Thank you for doing this, Doug.
Switch you up on that for sure.
So what's the best view you can get from this hotel?
Well, there's the baller like $10,000 night suite that they never hardly ever rent out during the week. Now on weekends it's always booked, but it's really sweet.
Oh, so they
yeah.
don't rent it out during the week?
Yeah, there's a couple of them that up there that are just like, man, you go up there and you're like, good Lord, 10 grand a night. I can't even imagine spending that on a hotel room.
Yeah, that definitely sounds expensive.
Yeah.
So sounds like that's what people usually pay, 10,000, like every single time.
Yeah, I just can't even see it, man. I mean, if you have family money, I guess if you're a trust fund baby, I guess it's hey, whatever. But
yeah, we wish we were all trust fund babies.
yeah, I don't know though. I think it kind of sucked because you'd always have this like, I didn't deserve this and I didn't earn it kind of stuff going on in your head. So I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like you don't really like those trust fund babies.
No, not really. Not really. You know, and I hate to say it, but they have not been very, very polite to my staff. So, you know, sometimes you kind of get kind of defensive about it. And it's kind of like, you have to eat a fair amount of excrement in this business because you're in a customer service business. You kind of have to deal with it somewhat. But it's really hard when they come in. They've been handed everything in life, and then they come down here and treat people badly. It's pretty offensive to me, actually.
Wow, it sounds like they're really entitled.
Oh, they can be for sure. They can be. It's tough.
Wow. So what would it take for me to get that room?
Shoden, that I don't think I can do that. Now, what I can do for you, Shoden, I've got a floor. It's about 3 floors down, so the view is almost as epic. And it's a junior suite. Tell you what, Shoden, I think we're fairly slow this week. We usually hold that for people that spend a lot on the floor, but Shoden, tell you what, you've been great today. I'm going to go ahead and copy that room. It's been fun to talk to you, and I really hope you enjoy the room. Have a good time here this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for doing this, Doug. This is amazing.
Yeah, no, thank you. Welcome to Vegas. Hope you have a good time, man.
Well, thank you so much, Doug.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, time. Hey, that was fantastic work, Shoden.
Thank you.
Here, you brought out the playful tone, brought out the late FM tone. Let's see.
What could I have done differently? I know I didn't use any AAs.
No.
I have a couple of things.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you got, Patricia? Anything negative?
But constructive, Daniel.
Yeah, because I can't think of.
Yes, I like constructive feedback.
Well, you know, destructive, constructive. I can't think anything destructive on it.
Darth
pretty dang
Vader. Darth Vader appreciates the destructive. So it really, really good. The only thing I would add is try and be with him in the moment. Like you were labeling him, but you weren't labeling his emotion. So you said you still watch. It sounds like you still watch those videos, the football commentator stuff. Maybe something like, sounds like you feel like you make a better commentator, or you'd probably make a better commentator than those guys, like that kind of thing, to really validate him, his emotion, right? His emotion.
Okay.
Another one, trust fund babies. Sound like you don't really like those trust fund babies. It could be something like, sounds like you're a self-made man and proud of it. Like that kind of thing. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So just trying. This is something I try and just rehearse in my head, just try and follow people's emotion and label that. I think that's what boss really gets at.
Yeah, that's a great one. Thank you, Patricia.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, does anybody here have any destructive comments?
Now, destructive, nothing. I just really enjoy listening to Shodan these days because we've been going back a while, and you know, Shodan is much more on a different spectrum, emotional spectrum, and when you communicate these days, and it just brings out joy in other people, like the way you talk. You're smooth, you're easy to talk to now.
Yeah.
You label those things, so you make them talk, you comment like, wow, it seems like, so you're kind of genuinely there with the other person. Yeah, I mean, Patricia said it nicely. If you could just label the dynamic within yourself, what is it that you're feeling? and just put it on them. You don't have to guess much about what Douglas is feeling. Once you report, you're feeling it as much as he is, I suppose. So if you could say, yeah, man, it looks like you're really enthusiastic about X, Y, Z, it looks like you really are, your heart is really in that space or in there. It could be really generic, something like that, but certain phrases you can always keep in your back pocket, and it always works, especially if you're hitting that positive kind of frame of mind. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the feedback. I personally learned a lot from you and Dan and everybody in this room, like just doing this session regularly and getting feedback. So just want to thank you all for that.
Okay, do great work.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, can you get in on some practice?
Yeah, sure. What's the situation?
You are going to the hotel in Vegas.
Okay.
And your partner had purchased the tickets online. Everything's set. You're just picking up the tickets. And you're going to use your skills, because that's what you do when you meet new people. What you don't know is, and your counterpart knows it behind the counter, that you kind of may have maybe overpaid for that room on the 8th floor. But it's not a big deal, because you decided to click it and buy it. So depending on how they feel, they can, upgrade you or not, or, it's up to them what they want to do, depending on how the interaction goes, what you bring.
Okay.
Now, pick your person behind the counter. And remember, even if you just get your key and leave, still you won. You didn't get the cops called on you. So
okay, could I do it with Patricia?
oh yeah, that sounds good. Whenever you're ready to approach the counter.
Hi, Patricia.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, morning. How's your day going? You okay?
So far, so good. How about you?
Yeah, pretty good, thank you. Yeah, seems pretty busy around here today.
Yeah, it's Friday, so we have a lot of check-ins, people here for the weekend. Time changes pretty soon, so spring is coming. I think people are just like raring to be outside. How can I help you?
Spring. Yeah, so I'm just here to check into my room.
Okay, let's see your reservation.
Okay.
So I see we have you on the 8th floor on left side of the building. I can show you here on the map. It basically gives you a view of partial patio and partial garden and the parking lot. It's a king bed and you have a jacuzzi tub. So you got a good price. You got it for about $600 a night. That's about a third less than what we sell it for here at the desk. So you're here for 2 nights, and it's already prepaid for, was that $13.75, including tax and fees.
Not to like throw this off topic, but how long have you worked at the hotel, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, me, I've been here for about 12 years, actually. Wow, time flies.
12 years, wow. Yeah, I guess you've seen every type of customer, right?
Oh yeah, you wouldn't believe some of these people come in here and asking for all kinds of free stuff, but we do our best to keep everybody happy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not nice when people come in and they feel entitled. That must feel like it's just not a nice feeling for you, I suppose.
No, I mean, it's something we I think people come to Vegas always feeling like they want to gamble and win something. It starts right here with us at the desk.
Yeah. Do you gamble at all, or you stay away from that?
Sometimes, I like to do some of the machines, or I'll do some of the card tables sometimes. It's fun living in the city. I like to get dressed up sometimes, or even after a night out, just, kind of meander through the casino on my way home. It's fun.
Yeah, I suppose it's nice to kind of like, get dressed up and feel like a sense of purpose when you're going out.
Yeah. We have a lot of nice shows here in town. So working at the hotel is really cool. We get a lot of access. So that's really fun. Let's go ahead and wrap up your room. I see there's a line forming here. So I have you here for 2 nights. that king suite we were talking about with the jacuzzi tub, and on that 8th floor, that back side of the building. So here's your receipt. Would there be anything else before I finish this up?
Patricia, I don't want to ruin your day. Can I just go and get my luggage and come right back? I can see you've got a line here.
Oh,
I wanted to ask you something really horrible, but I don't want to do it while there's a huge line behind me. So do you mind if I just grab
The line has
Mason?
been taken care of by the other employees. And resume.
Okie dokie.
hey, you're back.
Hey, Patricia, how's it going? You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you a bit more about. You said that there were shows in Vegas. I just wondered, you know, if you were in my shoes, what shows would you go to?
Well, we have the ones right now that are really popular. We have John Legend and Celine Dion, and here are a couple of Motown shows. Here's a list, actually. You can have a look at the list.
What's your personal kind of favorite? Do you have a favorite kind of artist, or who puts on like the best kind of show that you would go to?
Patricia, do you need to take 5 minutes?
I do need to take 5 minutes.
Okay, we're gonna give some feedback and we're gonna reset. All right. Hey Brian.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna.
Oh, okay, hold on. Wait, hold
yeah,
on. I'm
yeah.
not gonna read it. Let me see. How can I turn this off so I don't see it?
Oh no, don't worry about it. I'm gonna talk to him if you want to take care of.
You want me to walk away?
Yeah, if you want to walk away for like.
Oh, okay.
Like 4 minutes, take care of your text. We're gonna give Ryan some tipperoos.
Some tipperoos.
All right, Ryan. Look, she's in Vegas. We get it, but she's not really there. She doesn't know much about Vegas. Try to talk about other things, like what are her drivers in life? Why is she working in this room? Wouldn't she rather be doing something else than working in this hotel?
Yeah, I'm trying to find I'm trying to pivot to something.
No, you keep pivoting to casinos, you keep pivoting to rooms, you keep pivoting to shows, and you're having her make all this stuff up. She's not really digging in to her real self, which is, stuff that drives her. Like, what is she like in real life? Let her bring up real things. Let her get the emotions going, and then she'll feel somewhat like a connection with you. And then you can, on chat, we'll put a no-oriented question and hit her with that no-oriented question. And she might give you the stuff before you even have to do a no-oriented. That's more effortless. Just try to have her talk about other things, like Shodan, he got Douglas talking about like just like party behavior and trust fund kids. Like it turns out Douglas probably has friends that are trust fund babies, and he feels it's unfair. And so because of that feeling, he meets Shodan, who's not a trust fund baby, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna make things fair. I'm gonna help you out. That's kind of a connection.
Yeah, I've kind of got like, she worked there for 12 years, so I guess
that's made up. It doesn't matter. That's not true.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
I'm just trying to. I don't know how I can make it kind of real. That's the only real thread that I feel like I've got onto that is real for her. And like,
well, yeah,
like
so you get the ammo. Try to direct it somewhere other than, she's been there working 8 hours that day. You think she wants to keep talking about hotel and shows and sees you like every other customer? No, you want her to see you on a different level, like how Douglas saw Shodan as a non-trust fund baby level. Does that make? I mean, it's tough to do, but that's how you're going to get the real results. That's the real McCoy. All right. So just try to dig in deep. Like, don't. If you know what, I'll tell you what.